The director of The Crying Game and Interview with a Vampire has a brand new thriller, and it's something. So let's talk about it. When Frances finds a purse on a subway, she promptly returns it to the owner, Greta. They quickly form a friendship, but when Greta's behavior starts to become more unpredictable and obsessive, Frances starts to fear for her safety. Hey, my name is Sean Chandler, and I started this channel because I love to talk about movies way too much. With that in mind, go ahead and join me down in the comment section. What did you think about Greta? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Is it somewhere in between? Let's have a nice, lively discussion. With that said, let's get started talking about the good. And the best thing about this movie is the lead performance from Isabelle Huppert. At the beginning of the movie, she's this sad, sweet old lady. In the middle, she's this obsessed, pathetic friend. And towards the end, she's a psycho. And she pulls off all of it. It's very creepy as it goes along, and you absolutely buy into her performance. Likewise, the roommate is written to have this big personality that kind of pops through the screen. It adds a nice dose of humanity and reality into it, and the actress plays it like a person that you would really know, and so it's a nice spice on top of this film. Chloe Grace Moretz does a good job in the film too. The character doesn't have the distinction and the uniqueness of the other main characters in the film, but she does a good job with what she's given. As the film goes along, it also develops a dark, twisted sense of humor. There were multiple times in the second half of the film where my entire audience broke out laughing. And I'm not really even sure if that was the intention of the director or not, but the way he does this film is that it's just kind of bonkers and gets crazier and crazier as it goes along. And so he is going for it. And so there's all sorts of things all along the way that are interesting that keep you engaged from beginning to end. With that said, let's move on to the bad. For me, this movie just did not work. At the beginning, it's a nice setup for a creepy thriller, but as it goes along, it just strains credibility more and more and more. Around about the halfway point, it just got to the point where I just could not suspend disbelief anymore. After that point in time, all I could see was the lapses in story and character logic. There's a sequence in the middle of the film where someone is being chased by someone and their picture's being taken, and there's no plausible explanation as to why they couldn't see the person that was taking their picture. For the entire second half of the film, the only reason the plot is able to move forward is because characters keep making unbelievably stupid decisions. They go places without telling anyone where they're going. They don't communicate with each other. They don't call the police. And I just kept thinking to myself, why are they not doing the obvious thing that you should do in this situation? There's also multiple plot lines introduced throughout the film that you think are going to be really important. They seem like a big reveal in the moment, and then they don't go anywhere. In the middle of the film, there's a full scene that's just blatant storytelling misdirection that makes you think the film is setting up some sort of big twist reveal that will reframe the entire film. And then it never happens. And as a thriller, the movie sets up a bunch of surprises, but it telegraphs all of its moves so far in advance that none of them properly pay off. In the end, Greta is a good setup for a thriller with some great performances, but the writing and direction simply do not do justice to the concept or the acting. On a quality level, this is a C. It's a 5.5 on the entertainment scale, and you can skip this one. If you want more reviews like this one, click that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and keep talking movies too much.